The war had stretched across the Orion Expanse for decades, leaving entire star systems scarred and countless civilizations broken. Among the humans fighting on the front lines was Captain Kael Ryn, a soldier hardened by countless battles, someone who had learned to survive by relying on instinct and discipline. He had lost friends, comrades, and even family to the relentless tide of alien wars, but nothing could have prepared him for what he would discover that fateful day. The battlefield. Kael's dropship hovered over the ruined planet of Lyra 7, its surface scorched and littered with the remnants of what had once been a thriving alien city. Reports had indicated a rebel faction hiding among the ruins, with children and civilians caught in the crossfire. The mission was simple: evacuate survivors and neutralize hostile forces. But Kael had learned that simple was a dangerous word in war. He moved cautiously through the rubble, his boots crunching on metal shards and shattered concrete. The air smelled of ozone and burnt fuel, and distant explosions echoed like the heartbeat of the planet itself. And then he heard it, a faint cry, almost lost beneath the chaos. The rescue. Kael followed the sound to the remains of a collapsed building. Amid the wreckage, he saw her, a tiny alien girl, no more than 6 years old. Her skin shimmered faintly in shades of lavender and silver, and her large, luminous eyes were wide with terror. She was trapped beneath a fallen beam, her small hands clutching a tattered blanket. "Hey, can you hear me?" Kael called, carefully lifting the debris. The girl flinched but didn't move. Kael knelt beside her. "It's okay. I'm here to help." With immense effort, he lifted the beam and pulled her into his arms. She trembled, but he could feel her heartbeat slowing, the first sign of relief. "Don't worry, little one," he whispered. "You're safe now." She looked up at him with eyes that seemed to hold more understanding than a child should. "Thank you," she said softly in a melodic, alien tongue. Kael didn't know her language, but the tone was universal. Gratitude, relief, fear fading into trust, seeking shelter. Kael carried the girl back to the dropship. Her small fingers clutched his armor as they lifted off from the ruined city, escaping both the rebel forces and the battlefield's immediate danger. "Do you have a name?" he asked. She hesitated, then whispered, "Lyra." Lyra. The name echoed strangely in Kael's mind, stirring a memory he couldn't yet place. As the dropship ascended, Kael tried to contact the human command for instructions, but all channels were jammed, likely from the planet's damaged communication arrays. They would have to find shelter somewhere safer. He set a course for the nearest Allied outpost, a barren but secure station on the edge of the system. The journey. During the hours of travel, Kael watched Lyra carefully. She was quiet, but not frightened when in his presence. She clutched a small, metallic pendant around her neck, a locket with a strange insignia he didn't recognize. Curiosity gnawed at him. "Where did you come from, Lyra?" he asked gently. She looked down, fidgeting with the pendant. "I don't know anymore. I was taken. I don't remember home." Something in her words triggered a memory deep in Kael's mind, a memory he had long buried. He had a fleeting recollection of a mission years ago on Lyra 7, a mission where he had been separated from his squad during an evacuation. Among the chaos, there had been a small child, abducted or lost, and he had been unable to save her. Could it be? He shook his head. "It can't be," he muttered to himself. Lyra's eyes met his, searching. Something unspoken passed between them. An instinct, a connection deeper than reason. The revelation. By the time they reached the outpost, Kael had made a decision. He couldn't leave her in the hands of anyone else, not the alien rebels, not human authorities. He would protect her, whatever the cost. As the outpost's medic examined Lyra, Kael noticed the pendant again. This time he reached out, turning it over in his hands. There was a symbol he recognized, a crest that had been worn by his family centuries ago, lost in the human diaspora across the stars. "Where did you get this?" he asked. Lyra looked up with wide eyes. "Mama gave it to me before they took her away." The word struck him like lightning. "Mama," he whispered. She nodded. "Mama and Papa, they're gone." Kael froze. His breath caught in his throat. The pendant, the child's eyes, her mannerisms, the faint scent of his own bloodline in her DNA. Could it really be? The medic handed over a portable DNA scanner. Out of scientific caution, Kael initiated a test. The result was instantaneous and undeniable. Lyra was his daughter. The emotional storm. Kael fell to his knees, overwhelmed. He had fought countless battles, faced countless deaths, but nothing had prepared him for this revelation. He held Lyra close, tears blurring his vision. I'm your father," he whispered, voice trembling. "I never knew. I thought I lost you." Lyra's small hands gripped his face. "Papa." "Yes, Lyra. I'm here now, and I will never let anything happen to you again." For the first time in years, Kael allowed himself to feel hope rather than despair. The threat returns. But the galaxy was not done with them. Word of Lyra's survival spread quickly, reaching remnants of the alien faction responsible for her abduction. Human intelligence agencies also sought answers, confused by the presence of an alien child with a human soldier. Kael realized that staying in the outpost was no longer safe. They would need to leave the system entirely, escape beyond the known patrol routes, and disappear long enough to ensure Lyra's safety. He prepped the dropship while Lyra packed what little belongings she had. "Where are we going?" she asked. "Somewhere safe," he said. "Somewhere no one can find us until we figure out how to protect you permanently." Across the stars, Kael piloted the dropship through uncharted sectors, navigating asteroid belts and evading patrols. Over the weeks, he taught Lyra how to read star maps, handle basic navigation, and even defend herself in emergencies. She was quick to learn, her alien physiology granting her reflexes and intelligence beyond her years. Through it all, Kael grew to understand the true meaning of family and duty. He had fought for countless causes in his life, but now he fought for someone he loved unconditionally. Lyra was not just a mission or a responsibility. She was the future, a living reminder of everything worth protecting. A new beginning. Finally, they arrived at a hidden human colony in the Andera sector, far from known conflict zones. Kael set down the dropship, and Lyra stepped out into the alien, yet welcoming landscape. "This will be our home for now," Kael said. "You will be safe, and I will teach you everything you need to survive." Lyra smiled, her violet eyes shining. "Papa." Kael lifted her into his arms. "Yes, Lyra. Always." For the first time in a long while, Kael felt a sense of peace. He had survived countless wars, endured loss, and faced the galaxy's cruelty, but through it all, fate had brought him back what he thought he had lost. His daughter, his family, his reason to hope. And as the twin suns of Andera set over the colony, Kael knew that no matter what the galaxy threw at them next, he would protect Lyra at all costs. The bond between father and daughter was stronger than any enemy, and together, they would navigate a future filled with adventure, hope, and the enduring strength of love.